So when I first bought this Jeep, there was absolutely nothing done to it. This is my third Jeep that I've modded out. So I'm gonna give you guys the top 5 things that you should do first when modding out your Jeep. You know, a lot of you have no idea what you do. It might be a little bit intimidating for you to even get started. I see a lot of people making some big mistakes, and you know, there really is no mistakes. It's just my opinion on what they should do first. So that's what this video is going to be about. This here is a 2018 JL. 2018 they made both the JL and the JK, so some people get confused on that. Now all Jeep Wranglers are the JL. Before 2018 they were JKs. So let's get into this list, guys. So the first thing that I would do to a Jeep when I just get it is get a lift kit in it. And people, they always think lift kits are $1 million. They're really not too expensive. You guys can get a lift kit, a 2.5-inch lift kit, for around 200 bucks for the JL Jeep. Now the $200 lift kit is going to be a suspension lift, okay, not a body lift, which is awesome, but you still are going to be riding, you know, with your stock shocks and your stock coils. So it's not going to change, you know, the ride. It's not going to make your ride any more smooth or anything like that, but it's going to allow you to put 35-inch tires on your Jeep. So these are 37s. I have a 4-inch lift, but I'm just speaking about what I would do, you know, for my top 5 list. You know, you guys can go with a 4-inch lift, but I'm trying to do a budget-friendly top 5 list here for all the people trying to mod out their Jeeps. So a lift kit would be number 1. Like I said, 200 bucks. You guys can upgrade the coils and the shocks for around $300-400. That's an awesome option as well. But if you're going for 37s, you got to go up to like a 3.5 or a 4-inch lift. So all you guys that want 35-inch tires, and I would suggest 35-inch tires, that's going to be number 2 on the list is tires. Okay, you guys can't have a badass Jeep with the stock tires. Okay, you can't. You can have a badass Jeep without a hood or without a fucking front bumper even, but you can't have it without the tires. So tires is second on my list. And I would suggest, if you guys are going back and forth between 33s and 35s, just go with the 35s. All right, they're a little bit bigger and they make such a huge impact on the look. You guys are going to regret it if your tires are too small. And if you guys are worried about, you know, how it's going to drive as far as re-gearing your Jeep, I know a lot of people that never re-geared their Jeep with the 35. I didn't on my last Jeep, and I drove it for almost 4 years with no issues. And I know the owner right now, still no issues. So unless you're going crazy off-roading and beating the shit out of your Jeep, you guys can get away with not re-gearing your Jeep and still have 35. So 35-inch tires and a lift are the top 2. Let's get into Let's get into 3. So if you're looking for something really impactful, it's not really going to add any performance or anything like that. It is going to cool down your engine. So if you're having bigger tires, you know, getting a hood like this with the extra vents, it's called a heat dispersion hood. That's what I would suggest third if you want just to, you know, totally shock everybody. Okay, these things are about $700-800. They were $600, but they went up in price, and it's going to be an additional cost if you want it paint matched. They come in black. You can do that, but I would suggest spending the extra money and getting it paint matched. It's such a badass look to do that. But that's a beauty thing. If you guys don't want to waste your money on a hood, number 4 is the front bumper. Okay, I would do the front bumper before the back bumper if you don't have money to do either of them, because the front bumper is just so much more impactful as far as the look of the Jeep. You know, people don't really care about the back as much, and the stock bumper doesn't look as bad as the stock front bumper. Bumpers range between $300 and probably $1,200 bucks. This one from DVA, I think it's like $5.99. It's a pretty sick bumper. Normally, Jeep bumpers come in stubby, which means they're cut off right here. It gives you a little bit more clearance for your tires. I personally like the look of a full-width bumper. Having that flush look with the fender there makes it look really badass, really aggressive. So I would go that route. So number 5 on my list is actually something I did not do, okay? And I regret not doing it. I should have put my money in it sooner. I should have delayed something. But the running boards, you know, especially with a 4-inch lift, people have such a hard time getting into the Jeep with these stock running boards right here. Even if you guys have a 2.5-inch lift with 35-inch tires, it's going to be harder getting in and out of your Jeep. There's so many aftermarket running boards that you can get. They even have these running boards, if you got a little bit of money, that they run like hydraulics or electronic or whatever, and they come down as soon as you open the door. So freaking badass. My buddy had a pair of those, And I'll have a link in the description if you guys want to get those. They're like $1,000 or something, but if you guys had that with the hood and all that shit, man, that would be one badass Jeep. So there you go, guys. That's my top 5 things that I would do to a Jeep first. I am getting running boards. That's the next thing, if you guys haven't guessed. But yeah, running boards, headlights, you know, that's also some cheap mods too. This whole list, all right, guys, like it doesn't have to be a top 5. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is don't be one of those people that buy a stock Jeep and do all this, you know, change the bumper and the hood and the fenders and keep the stock lift and the stock wheels and tires, because your Jeep will never look awesome. If you guys have a stock Jeep and you just put in a lift kit with tires, your Jeep's automatically badass. So do that first, and then you can worry about all the other stuff. You know, like this is an awesome mod, these hood latches, because the stock ones suck. The tail lights, the headlights, those are easy mods. There's so many little things that you guys can do to your Jeep after you do the first steps. This video should really be called top 2 mods you should do first, but you know, no one's gonna watch that. So guys, hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.